Hi my darlings, this is Lovely Beauty here with you. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome. Before we get started, smash that subscribe button and hit that bell notification button so you do not miss a video that I upload. I want to apologize to all of my subscribers because I did state that I was going to upload a video every Wednesday or every Friday. As we can see, I did not keep my word on that, and I want to apologize sincerely for that because I didn't have the time, guys. I was going through some personal stuff and I did not have the time. But I will try to upload a video every week. I do not have a specific date yet, but as of right now, I will try to upload a video every week. And try to keep it constant. But as you can see in the title, this is not a video about my BBL procedure. This is gonna be my first video that is not about my BBL procedure. This video, sorry if I keep looking down, is that I have notes, because if I don't make notes and I keep talking and rambling about the subject that I'm going to talk to, I can talk for days. So I need to work with notes in order for me to ramble on. So if I look down, that's why. But I decided to make my first video on people that may ask themselves, and this is something that happens a lot, especially now in 2019, why can I find somebody that's worthy of settling down with? You know, what's wrong with me, or what's wrong with them, or what's going on? Why does love hate me? You know, and this is something that a lot of people are asking themselves, and I want to tell you that I was one of those people that would share pictures of, you know, Cupid trying to throw an arrow and I have a little gun and I'm just like, no, stay away. And that's something that I notice now because of how much maturity I've gained from then to now. And I know now that before I used to be not hate love. I used to want love, really desire love, but just didn't know why any relationship wasn't working. I'm just like, I just don't understand what's going on. What's going on? Why can't I just settle? Like, I'm ready to settle down already. Like, I'm not trying to jump from relationship to relationship. I'm somebody that just wants to settle down. Since I was little, I've always wanted to already be married, you know, already have a family, settle on, have a successful career, etc. That's one of my goals. That's something I wanted since I was little. And, you know, now that I'm in the process of getting it, I can see a lot of immaturities that I did have when I was asking myself this question. So this is something that I want to share, you know, with somebody that may be asking themselves this question, or may know somebody that may be asking themselves this question. So why are you asking yourself, why can't you find that person, that one, that charmin, or, you know, that princess or that queen or that baddie or whatever you may call it, you know, him or her, not it, but him or her. You may be wondering, why can't you just find that person, just settle down? Why is it so hard, you know? So I'm here to tell you it's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. It's very simple. It just takes a lot of discipline, a lot of meditation, self-meditation, and self-love, you know? So there's some stuff that I'm going to touch bases on, and I'm going to talk about each one of them individually, and hopefully you can get something out of them and figure out why, you know, why can't you settle down with somebody, or why isn't it going right and everything's going left, you know, why, what's wrong with me, you know? But I'm going to let you know that there's nothing wrong with you, you know, physically or whatever. There's nothing wrong with you. You are fine. You just got to figure out and find your inner self and your self-love. You got to find who you really are, what motivates you. You know, you just got to sit and really think about it, you know? So one of the things I wrote on my notes is sit and think, why are the relationships so far not working? So you need to sit and think and figure out, why are my relationships working? Why are my friendships working? Why are my family treating me like I'm the black sheep of the house, you know, or sheep, not cheap, sheep. Accent. you know, whatever. But a lot of people are thinking that. So it's just like, if you're thinking that, you need to really sit and evaluate, because if everything goes wrong when it comes to relationships or friendships or just everything in period, and your family just treats you like, you feel like they're treating you like this and they treat everybody like this, or whatever you may be feeling, you need to really sit and evaluate and see who's really wrong in this situation. I'm not telling you to blame yourself. I'm not telling you to blame anybody, but you always need to really focus and evaluate yourself, because most of the time it's a problem that you need to fix within yourself, and you don't notice because you're living your own life. You know, it's the same thing as when you lose weight. You don't notice that you lose weight until a lot of people are telling you. Well, why don't you do the same thing when your relationships are going down, or your friendships are going down, your family is going down, and everybody keeps telling you, hey, you know, it's this. Everybody always tells you, you know what's wrong with you. You know the flaws that are killing every single relationship, friendship, or family ship that you may be having, you know. So that is something that you really need to focus on. You need to focus on, okay, so what are my flaws? What's the other person's flaws? What caused this? What caused us to separate? You know, you need to really ask yourself this stuff, because these are questions that nobody can answer at all but yourself. So really sit and wonder what's going on. You know, what in what negative ways am I affecting my life when it comes to me being in a relationship or friendship, or, you know, me having to deal and sit and talk with a family member. You know, you really need to focus and think about that. And this is something I want to touch base on as well. There are flaws. There are many flaws. We are all built with flaws. That's something that we all need to know. Nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. But when it comes to figuring out and really evaluating yourself and wanting to focus on what is going on and how you can fix it, you really need to know what flaws are making this. There are flaws that make you you, and there are flaws that simply destroy any type of friendship or relationship that you try to get yourself into. So how to know which flaw is which? The flaws, every flaw, it's negative, yes, but there are flaws that have some type of positive way and affection towards other people, because these are flaws that other people look at you and she's like, for example, you know, me, I'm very forgetful. I'm very clumsy. You know, that's just who I am. And those are flaws that are me. In other relationships, I would notice that stuff, those flaws that are me, sometimes would bother my partners, you know, really bad. But with my relationship now, he finds it cute. He finds it something that makes me me, you know, that's something that makes me me. And that's good, because that's a flaw that I simply cannot change because I have no control over, you know. And those are the flaws that I'm telling you that you do not need to focus on changing, because it's stuff that you do not have any control over, period. And it's stuff that make you you, that when people think about it, it's like, she's this, you know, but you gotta love her for that, you know, or you gotta love him for that. Those flaws, don't change them. They make you you. Learn to appreciate them just like people have learned to appreciate them from you. Now, the ones that you need to change are the ones that bring negativity to your life and that really separate your life when it comes to relationship or friendships. You know, the ones that really affect your life when it comes to any type of social connection at all. Those flaws, once you figure out those flaws, you need to go ahead and try to change them. Like, for example, something that I've learned within the years and within every single experience that I've learned throughout every single relationship, I still have it, because I'm still working at it. It's just not as before, because that's another thing you got to keep in mind. You're not going to change. Like, today I decide to change, I'm going to wake up and I'm already changed. No, that's something that it's a process. It's a process to change yourself from a flaw that is pretty much something that you've done for quite a long time, and you just simply decided to change it now because you notice how bad it's affecting your social life. So, you know, just focus on trying to change that part of you. Try to see how you can change it. See what causes you to act that way or feel that way, whatever flaw that does make you and separate your relationships, because that's something that's very important. So one of the things that that you need to touch base on, like I said, is really sit and think about what's causing you to, you know, not have these relationships, or always break these relationships or these friendships up. And the second tip is that you need to really sit and think about which flaws are good, which flaws are bad, which flaws are breaking you apart when it comes to your social life and are affecting your life. And another thing I want to touch base on that is very, 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 very important is how to change those negative flaws. Now, when you find that negative flaw that is actually affecting your relationship, for example, my flaw was that I'm somebody that has been hurt so much, that has gone through so much, that I always put up a wall. As soon as I go into a friendship or a relationship, I instantly put a wall. I do not trust you. I feel like trust is something you need to gain. And I'm still like that, because I do feel like trust is something you need to gain. But there's certain ways of protecting yourself. You know, you don't have to show it with attitudes. For example, I will feel like, okay, I don't need your help because, okay, if I ask for your help, I know that you're going to eventually throw it in my face. Or, well, I'll help you for this, so you got to do this. And that's something that I hate when people do, you know. Or if not, I just, period, would push people away when they, as soon as they did the simplest mistake, you know, trying to act like I'm trying to look for Mr. Perfect. I need Mr. Perfect, that he cannot do any mistakes at all. None at all. Like, I'm done. You need to either come perfect in the package or don't come at all. And that's another mistake that I did. And that's another flaw, that I was looking for that perfect person. And there's no such thing as a perfect person. There's no such thing as a perfect person. Okay, you may find that person the most perfect person that it can be to you, but there's no such thing as a perfect person. So that's another mistake where I was going wrong. And another thing is that I did not love myself. That is one of the biggest mistakes that all of us have. That's one of the biggest flaws that all of us have, that we do not love each other and don't have the self-esteem that we need in order to push forward. Because how is somebody gonna love you? How is somebody going to have respect for you? How is somebody going to want to be in a serious relationship with you if you're somebody that simply gives that vibe that you're not serious, that you don't love yourself, that you have no self-esteem, that you're just somebody that's angry and grumpy all the time? You know, you're just bringing negative vibes all around. Who's going to want to be with somebody like that? Or somebody that's loud all the time. That's another thing. Somebody that's always loud and bringing attention and is looking for attention. No man likes a woman that's looking for attention. Neither does a woman like a man that's looking for attention. So ladies, you need to apply to yourself the same thing men need to apply to themselves. You just simply need to learn how to self-love, how to respect, and how to motivate yourself. Because when you do those things for yourself, people will do it for you too. People will love you. People will respect you. People will motivate you. When you think positive things will come to you. But do not expect to move forward when all you do is think negative. When all you do and comes out of your mouth and your pores is negativity. Don't be that person. You need to just focus on finding what makes you you. What makes you want to wake up in the morning and thrive to your future and making whatever goals you have? You need to figure out what makes you happy. What makes you want to be you. Once you figure out your self-love, what you love about yourself, how you feel about yourself, you walk with pride, you feel happy, even your attitude, it just brings out positive vibe, makes people feel good, makes you feel good. Once you get to that point and you figure out your flaws and you work on your flaws and you actually dedicate your time to working on those flaws, you're gonna appreciate it so much more. It's like when you bought your first thing with your first paycheck of your first job, that you feel like, oh, I bought this, like I sweat my ass off for this. That's how you feel. You feel like, look where I have come, look where I live, look where I am, look at the person I have, the guy or the girl I have that I've always wanted and never could have. You know, and it took this long for me to figure out something that I've knew all along that everybody was telling me, and I was just hard-headed and decided not to listen. You need to stop being hard-headed. You need to start listening. You need to start listening to those around you very specifically, because those are the ones that see you, those are the ones that live with you, those are the ones that know you and care for you and want to see the best for you. So you need to find those flaws. You need to really sit and evaluate yourself, see what you're worth, see what you want. Now keep in mind, nobody's perfect, and there are people that haven't figured out that stage that you're in. There are people that you might like a guy or a woman that have not gotten to that stage where you are yet, where they're still thinking, oh, where, you know, why am I having so much trouble finding that one? You know, why am I having so much problems doing that? They are still wondering. So that's where you will come in and share that emotion. You do not just, okay, this person is, you know, I don't got time for this. I don't got time. Remember, the same way you wanted somebody to be there for you is the same way that person probably wants somebody to be there for them and be patient with them, because you're not perfect either. Even though you worked on your flaws, you're still not perfect, and you will never be perfect, because it's not about being perfect. It's about self-love. Feeling like you are perfect, even though you're not perfect, you feel like you're perfect. You're showing out. You love yourself. You're showing motivation. You're speaking motivation. You're inspiring. Remember, whatever comes out of your mouth, you declare. So make sure that whenever you have something coming out of your mouth, it's positivity. So you can declare it, because like that positive stuff will come to you and you will be blessed. Always be blessed and successful in life if you continue to declare positivity, not only on your life, but on others, because you always need to keep in mind as well what others are going through. So, point is that if you want to go ahead and have a good future with a partner, and I'm saying that you need somebody to depend on to have a good future, no, but a man is a woman and a woman is a man, or a woman is a woman and a man is a man, whatever it may be, whatever sexual preference, but you need somebody to love. You need somebody that you can come home to and talk to, whether it's a best friend, a family member, whoever, or a relationship. This applies to everybody. You need somebody always needs somebody. You cannot just be a loner. You cannot do that, because that's not healthy. So you always have somebody to depend on. So that person that you depend on, always make sure you appreciate them, because you never know what you have until it's gone. So appreciate what you have. Be grateful for what you have. Love what you have. And if somebody makes some small mistake, learn to forgive. Of course, there are stuff that simply cannot be forgiven, because those are for example, in a relationship, cheating. That's something that personally I cannot forgive, because I forgave it so many times. And I know that once you do it, you're going to do it one time, second time, third time, fourth time. And I've already seen it with my best friends. I've seen it in my family. I've seen it, and I've seen it all around me, where people just forgive, and it's just stupid, because they do it a second time, then they forgive again, third time, fourth time. I have yet to meet a relationship where they cheat once and then they never cheat in their life again. I've never met somebody do that. Nobody. So that's why I'm saying cheating is something that just is unforgivable, because you had a chance to decide before you started thinking that. You had a chance to decide before you started flirting or creating a connection. You had a chance to decide all of that. Do not put alcohol in the situation. Do not put any of that. That stuff does not make sense, because you know why? Because I know my self-worth, and I know that I do not deserve this. And you knew how much I love you. You still know how much I love you, and you still decided to move on forward to hurt me. If you love something, you will never hurt it. Now, there will be small mistakes, like stuff around the house, or maybe a like on a photo, because of stuff that happens. But eventually you mature from that, and you grow, and then they either eventually know that that's something that's disrespectful, and they stop doing it, or they'll end up keep doing it, and next thing you know, it causes more problems, and you go on. But either way it may be, remember that life is a roller coaster, and you just gotta move forward. And no matter the ups or downs, you gotta be ready for every single up and down. No matter how scary it's gonna be, no matter how many butterflies it gives you, just know that at the end you're gonna be safe, you're gonna be good, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna have everything you wanted. You just gotta know that the main ingredients to this is being positive, self-love, learning to be kind to other people so other people are kind to you. Okay? Learn your self-worth so other people see your self-worth. Learn what motivates you so other people know more about you, know what motivates you, and learn how to motivate you. Just move forward and learn to grow, learn to change. Because if you don't learn how to grow and change, you will always have a problem on how to take risk. And if you don't risk in life, you will never win, because that's what life is about, risking and winning, risking and losing. That's what life is about. It won't always be winning. It won't always be losing. It will always be half and half. Who knows? But you always got to be ready for the journey. And no matter what, you got to have so much self-love and so much confidence in yourself that you know you're going to stand up and get right back at it and start. Even if you got to start from the first step. You're always going to get up because you know what motivates you. You know what thrives you. You know what makes you you. And when people see that glow in you, people want to be around you because they want that glow for themselves as well. So you need to learn to glow. You need to glow. You need to glow in your own unique way. So those people that find that they can relate to you can get closer to you, and you can motivate those people to glow around other people, and so on and so forth. And that's how we learn to love and not take love for granted, and learn that self-love is something that's very important, because out of every single love, that's something that you need to start with. So other types of love can start, like, you know, relationship, friendships, or family, because that's you. That's what makes you you. And that's what people see. So my advice to you is keep pushing forward, declare, speak only positivity, be mindful of other people, be mindful of yourself, know what you're worth, love yourself, motivate yourself, know what makes you happy, and then just move on and live your life. And do not focus on relationship. I need to be in love, I need to have kids, I'm this age. No, don't focus on it. God has a plan for you. You just go on with the flow and follow your path. You're gonna be fine. Just follow your path. Go on straight, walk. Just walk and do what you need to do. Don't think twice. Always make the right decisions. And if you do not make the right decision, just wipe it off. You're gonna be good. Just move forward. Okay? Just keep in mind to move forward no matter what. And that eventually, once you learn to do that, and once you learn all that self-love and all those positive, good vibes, and you show that glow, that special somebody that wants you or needs you or is looking for that type of glow is going to get closer to you. And guess what? Who knows if that's going to be the one? It might not be the one. But you know what? It's going to be a step closer to the one. Because that's what God prepares you for in every single relationship. A step closer to the right one. Because out of every relationship, I have gotten so many advices. And I've learned so much. And out of every single one of them, I've took something with me. And it's what made me me on relationships. The same thing on friendships. And to this day, I only have 2 friends. 2 friends. That's it. To me, the smaller the circle, the better. But keep in mind that you can move forward, and you're not a loner, and you don't need to fall into that state of mind of when will you find them. Focus on you. Don't worry about who's next. When is it going to be next? Focus on you. Love yourself. Go on dates with yourself. Love yourself. Make new friends. Who knows what you want to go through? Whatever you want, whatever motivates and makes you happy, focus on that. Then the right one will come without you even noticing it. So just focus on that. And the right girl or woman will come to you. Self-love, honey. Self-love. So just dedicate time to you. And that's how you will move on forward with finding a special someone, having a successful job, etc. Show that glow. Motivate people. Inspire people. Just spread that positivity. Spread that inspiration. That motivation. That love. That happiness. That peace. Just share it. Share it all. so we can live in a better world, because that's something that we're lacking on. So just share. That's my advice to you. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Like I said before you get out of this video, hopefully you liked it, hopefully it motivated you, or you could relate to it in some type of way. If you did, do like this video, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so you do stay updated for new videos. Hopefully my next video I can go ahead and show you guys an update of what's going on. I do want to speak about some stuff that's going on my leg, and there's people that do want to know about that, so I just want to let all my subscribers that I will be making a video about that. Just stay patient with me. But yeah, guys, until next time, love you guys. Stay tuned. Bye.